Welcome back, my friends, to Agile Principle Run Uncut. This is where we take a look at all things Agile, and today we're taking a look at the 12 principles in the Agile Manifesto. So it's called 12 principles for software, really, but this is not just for software alone. Fast forward 22 years later, everyone is using the Agile Manifesto to get their head straight. So these are the principles. Let's take a look at the principles one by one. Our highest priority, we follow these principles, right? Our highest priority is to satisfy the customer. Now, I'm going to paraphrase as usual to make it more interesting for you because I know you can read it yourself. I, as a business person, I, as a product owner, I, as a scrum master, I, as a project manager, whatever my role in the firm, my highest priority is to satisfy my customer. I want to deliver early, I want to deliver continuously, and I want it to be valuable stuff. I am going to welcome change in requirements even late in development because I know that this will help my customer. It will give them a competitive edge. I'm going to deliver work in software frequently from a couple of weeks, if I could, to a couple of months with a preference to shorter time scale. I'm not going to choose a longer time scale because I could be disconnected from my stakeholders. So I'd rather choose a shorter time scale where we can both be on it. I can get feedback, I can pivot, I can adapt as necessary. Business people in my firm and developers who I work with, we work together daily throughout the project so that we can learn quick, so that we can pivot in a timely fashion. We build projects around motivated individuals, people in the team. We trust them that they can get the job done because we know we hired adults. We're going to give them the environment, the space, the support, and the autonomy they need. Now, the most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. We can't meet face-to-face every single day. And there might be instances where we don't meet face-to-face for weeks or months. But in our mind's eye, we are co-located. In our mind's eye, we're together. We use a lot of cameras. We use a lot of online collaboration tools. And we find that we get a great job done. Now, when we meet face-to-face, we find it to be easier. The great Professor Emeritus Albert Morabian said, when you're communicating with empathy, be aware of the 55-38-7. A lot of the communication is the tone of voice, but bigger than that is a body language. Working software is a primary measure of progress. If you don't give me a working product, then you're not done. Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. In other words, their velocity shouldn't fluctuate up, down so radically that it becomes concerning. There will be some fluctuations, but not to a large degree. So what we're saying is we need to be able to maintain a realistic, constant pace indefinitely. So don't go promising the world when you can barely deliver a rock. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances your agility. Great engineering practices don't go away. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. It takes a lot of smarts to be able to look at something and say, that's not needed, that's not needed, that's not needed. We can do this better. Let's cut out the crud. Let's cut out the extra work. Let's cut out the big old charts, the monster charts. People say you have to follow all the 12 steps. No, cut out steps 1 to 11. How about me doing one step and getting the same value that someone else would get from doing 12 steps? That's what being agile is all about. The best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. What are we saying? The team can self-organize to get the best. Why would you want to lord it over them and control them when you're going to get the second best? So let the team be. The best architectures, the best requirements, the best designs, they emerge from self-organizing teams. At regular intervals, we look back and see what went well, what didn't go so well, and what are we going to do differently? And then we decide, we commit. We do those things differently. And that's what these principles, my friends, are all about. But you got to look at the first principle first. Our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable product. Be obsessed with the customer and then look to maximize team efforts by getting them to that optimal state where they've gone through the 5 stages of team development. They've gone through forming, storming, norming. Now they're in performing, right? Hopefully there'll be no adjourning, but they've gone to performing and they are knocking things out of the park. They're functioning as a well-oiled unit. That's where you want to get the team to. So just remember, there's a number of manifesto principles, but number 1 about the customer is big, and the other one about the team, giving them the support they need, trusting them to get the job done, priceless. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.